could be coming for users of Airbnb, Vrbo, and other short-term rental apps in the unincorporated areas of LA County. This as the Board of Supervisors voted unanimously Tuesday to craft new rules regulations. Now, among the proposed changes, Airbnb and Vrbo hosts would have to register with the county every year and pay a $914 annual fee. Hosts would also only be allowed to list their primary residence, which means no more renting out investment properties, second homes, or granny units on your property. Randy Rennick is an attorney, and he's also the executive director of the advocacy group Better Neighbors LA, and he joins me now. Randy, thanks for being with us tonight. Let's just start with how this would work and why is this needed?
Sure. Hi, Marla. Thanks for having me on. I'm happy to talk about it. It's been a long journey with the county. They've been considering this ordinance for about 5 years and voted yesterday to put it up for a vote and get it passed in a couple of weeks. So it's exciting and it's important for a lot of reasons. What we've seen in Los Angeles County, first we saw in Los Angeles, then Los Angeles County, an explosion of the number of short-term rentals. Properties, both apartments and houses, that had been long-term rental units for residents of Los Angeles were being converted and moved over to short-term housing, short-term rentals, and they were no longer available for folks to live in. Instead, they were being used for tourists and increasingly so as party houses. So the county's ordinance intends to address each of these issues, free up a substantial number of houses to ease the housing crisis and also address these problems that are so prevalent in neighborhoods with party houses and the crime that they bring.
Well, the opposition, okay, one of the points that I heard in the Board of Supes meeting, because people were able to speak during the public comment session, they said that, this fee of $914 is just too much. We also heard from one woman who says, this is how I supplement my income for my kids. Let's get that side. Here's that sound.
I run a short-term rental out of our home in East LA that would be unsuitable for long-term tenants, and I opened up shop as a way to support my young children and my family, and it gives me the flexibility I need to take care of them. And I also employ mothers who use this flexibility to take care of their children. Most of the people I host are families who cannot go to hotels because they need to freeze breast milk and use a kitchen.
The ordinance is leaving homeowners like myself and our local businesses in a crossfire in a housing stock fight.
Randy, what is your reaction to them?
Well, I think there's a great deal of misunderstanding on the part of the hosts. Folks like the first speaker that you had who have hosted rentals, who are in the home when guests are staying there, have no limits. They can rent out that house, that room for 365 days a year. So there's no limits there. The folks who are traveling and are leaving their home behind, and so that there's nobody to look after it, what we call an unhosted rental, those folks are available to rent. They could rent that place for 90 days. So it leaves a lot of flexibility for the folks that you were referring to. And then if I can just add on the $914 fee, I think that was, the Board of Supervisors understood that point yesterday, and as I understand it, when the bill comes back for passage in March, there's going to be some effort to reduce the initial fee for low-income hosts.
Okay, because as far as I understand, that the city, because again, this is for unincorporated, so there's 88 cities that already have their own regulations within the greater Los Angeles. Those regulations are not nearly as strict. So why is there that need for the more strict for the unincorporated areas?
Well, I think the county ordinance is actually pretty consistent with what exists in the city of Los Angeles right now. And the most important component of that is the primary residence requirement. And that is that you can only rent your primary residence. And so what that does is it discourages or excludes corporate hosts or folks from buying up multiple properties just for short-term rental purposes.
So what do we...
and it's very flexible.
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were done with your point.
No, so it's very flexible for folks to rent out their primary residence. But at the same time, it's going to return thousands of units to the long-term rental market and make a real impact in our housing crisis.
So what's next then?
So what's next technically is the county's going to come back for a full vote in a couple of weeks. It's pretty clear that all 5 supervisors have deliberated for a long time on this issue, and it will pass.
Okay. Well, obviously, we'll keep a watch and we'll follow up and perhaps follow up with you as well. In the meantime, I'll say thank you tonight. Randy Rennick, appreciate you.